style. So please, I'd love to hear your feedback, and thank you beforehand for the feedback. So I'll start with Sarah's story. Sarah is a 20-year-old female. She's a mom. She has an adorable kid that's 3 years old, and she works in telecom. Sarah has some problems in the office, like me when I first started this business, is that she wants to eat healthy, but the options that are out there in the market are either junk food that is value for money, it's cheap, or good food that's clean, that's very, very expensive. There's nothing in the middle. So what we did is that we give her Mumm, which is homemade food that arrives in 60 to 90 minutes. It's quick, it's delicious, and it's homemade, all right? And so that's a great idea. A lot of people try to do it, and then comes the question that I'm sure a lot of you are thinking of is, how do you de-risk the issue of hygiene at home? So we have Zainab, another story, which is she's a housewife. She has amazing recipes from her grandma. She has very good cooking, and she wants to work hard and create a living for herself, contribute to her house, and make an income out of that. Zainab is not alone. Zainab is of the 66% that are unemployed out of the female workforce of Egypt. Sarah orders from Zainab, and we've been doing that for the past 3 years, and we've been getting some good growth. We've been growing 3x each year. We're doing today a revenue of around $30,000 per month. And how we de-risk the story of Zainab is basically we have them apply on our website. We send them. We have a auditing company that we have contracted to do hygiene checks, and we have identified 99 standards that the auditor needs to check upon. They check them. If the hygiene is okay, we move to the next stage, which is basically the tasting panels. If that is done, we do the health certificates from the Ministry of Health that they don't have any diseases that would be airborne into the food. And then after that, we do a contract that basically has our rights, that she's liable for the food, she's liable for her own taxes, and the liabilities that are on our end. Another thing that's very important, other than the regular checkups, is the psychological factor of it, or the societal factor of it. It's that she's rated. You know who's Zainab, you know her rating, you know, so she needs to protect her identity, she needs to protect the reputation that she does good food or not. Now, another question would be, and we get a lot of that, is how do you scale that? Why didn't this happen before? There's Facebook, there's everything. What makes individual kitchen not easy to scale? Number one, there's a lot of issues. They don't have enough demand, they don't have logistic partners, they are confused about pricing, and they don't have food and beverage understanding. Now, what we've really worked on is to make sure that we are able to scale that. We solve all these issues. We provide her with the packaging, we provide her with the marketing. We have our partners that deliver the food in just only 90 minutes, which is like impossible to do, but we make it happen. And all of this happens through our key enabler for scale, which is our technology. We have our cooks management system, which automatically routes all of the orders around to the delivery guys, to the cook, in order, like homemade kitchens have a specific detail to them that their capacity is not so high. So we have a cook capacity algorithm that basically runs on how much orders she should be getting now, so it's instant. We have our delivery management with auto dispatching, fleet tracking, and automated incentive scheme for the delivery people. Even though this happens through our partners, the technology is it's ours. And the third thing is the supply sourcing. So we have identified, we have all of the packaging, it's streamlined, it's all standardized. and now we're even moving into streamlining the ingredients themselves and us being the gateway to them buying the ingredients through us. We have today 170 kitchens around Cairo that are active monthly, so that's not people who signed up, it's active that generate money through us, and we're growing. So basically we wanted to make something like, okay, this growth is good, right? But we were not satisfied with it. We wanted something more. We wanted something stronger, something that could be disruptive, and excuse me for using the word disruptive, right? And we want something that people will talk a lot about, have very low cost of acquisition, high LTV, and just be like how Uber came and I know how this might sound like a cliche, but when Uber came, it was miraculous, right? So we went back to our consumer and we started asking her questions. So again, with her kid at home, what are her problems? And we look at our data and when is she using us? She's using us in the office. When she's using us at home, she uses us for gatherings and Ramadan, and she has her family over and so on and so forth. And then we started asking, like, why isn't Sarah using us every day? So we did some research at home. She uses us every day in the office, but not at home. When we started asking these questions, what are her pains? We figured out that she has more pains about spending more time with her kid. The errand of cooking is hers. She needs to do it either on Saturday, and that's part of the Middle Eastern culture, or on in the morning when she's working, or in the afternoon. So there is a day that's wasted on cooking. She hates that her hands get all dry by all the dishwashing. This is something that she really hates. And we started asking her, what would you pay in order for you to forget about the whole cooking thing and just don't do it? And how much time, how much are you willing to pay? We did the research on that and with a number of consumers, and we figured out that they are willing to pay between 700 and 800 pounds per month in order for them to just forget about cooking or have a cook at home, right? Now, we want to make this a reality for Sarah and Alex, and we wanted to understand how big is that. The market is huge, and let me compare this to the food delivery market. The food delivery market in Egypt is a $1 billion market. For women who work, so let's take the 33% that work, if we take the top 15% of those, and these are the ones that generate the most income, and we look at how much they are consuming in terms of food on an annual basis, is $2 billion. So it's a huge market. And nobody's actually tackling that outside of the supermarket. It's only tackled inside of the supermarket. So, okay, that sounds like a winner. So how can we do that, and what does she want? She wants to forget about cooking. She wants to stop washing the dishes. She wants to spend more time with her kid, which is invaluable. We are going to be offering her chef as a service. So we're going to be, remember she wanted to pay 700, 800 pounds per month. We will have her pay 10 pounds per day to get the chef as a service. That's 300 pounds per month. Now, how will it work? It's basically that she's going to be buying the ingredients, she's going to be buying the food from us and this is a completely new idea, so if you have any questions, please tell me. I know it's not, we're still figuring out how can we explain this. We're now in closed beta and so on. So she buys the food from us, cooked, for the same price she would pay for it in the supermarket raw. Okay? Let me put this in an example to make it super clear. If she's going to make a chicken paneer, which is a top seller for us, everybody likes chicken paneer, which is breast that's breaded and just put in oil. She's going to, in order to do that, if she's going to buy it from the cheapest supermarket, cooked is going to be 185 pounds per kilo. Okay? If she's going to be buying raw, she's going to be buying, and sorry if I'm taking you through these, but just to understand the example. She's going to be buying a kilo for 85 pounds, and then she's going to have 2 eggs for 5 pounds, and then another 5 pounds for crumbled bread, and oil and all the marination, everything is going to add up to 105 pounds. We're going to be selling her for £1 and £10, including packaging. Only by paying £10 a day to Mumm. So, and £10 a day, to put things in perspective, you wouldn't pay it for the sales outside when you're parking your car. Right? It's insignificant. And we're going to deliver the food for her. She's able to schedule the meals for the whole week. She only pays the £300 in the beginning of the month, and then each delivery she pays it by itself. So we're not putting a lot of cash outlay out of her pocket, and she wouldn't feel like there's a lot of commitment. Yeah, and she just pays to get the service, the access to the service. She will be getting first 2 weeks free of charge, just paying for the food itself. Yep, and the revenue streams are basically the user subscription, the rebate that we'll be getting through the suppliers. We've already contracted with the chicken supplier. We're working now on the rest of the suppliers. The delivery fees and the partner advertising and promotion, because we imagine, like now we have a partnership with Nestle, we have a partnership with Curie, Bell, and we've Coke and stuff started asking us to do partnerships, but we don't do these because they're not healthy. But so we have already partnerships with multinationals that want to pay money in order to be on our platform and say that our product is being consumed, is being cooked by our chefs. So we know that we're going to be utilizing that. They're going to be doing promotions on our platform in the same way that they do it in hypermarkets. So it's going to be a new platform for just people buying food. Yeah, and we think that we have a very defensible business. We have network effects. The more we're growing, we're able to have a stronger network effect. We have economies of scale, which is, as we're growing, we're able to source better pricing. Delivery costs have went this year for us down by 2/3, just by, as we increase our volume, we're able to get better deals. Packaging costs, everything as we're growing is going down, so that's great from a cost perspective. And we think because it's such an idea that it requires a lot of work, a lot of people don't try to do it end to end, so we do stuff end to end to make sure that we have the right quality. And this increases the barrier to entry for Mumm, basically. So yeah, we're not able to do this without a great team, yeah, and very good investors. So we have A15 as one of our investors, and we have 500 startups as well. And we've been incubated by the government incubator TIC, the Ministry of Telecommunication. We have an amazing, there's something that I'm extremely proud of, or like, if I can be proud of anything, it's my team. Like, that we were able to pull these people together. We have a stellar team that's coming from Vodafone, McDonald's. For myself, I come from P&G, and I have a background of running my family business that's 90 years in food and beverage. And I launched the MIT Technology Review for the Middle East. So I have an understanding of, hopefully now, of technology. So yeah, so we're on a mission to basically help everyone have their own personal chef. And we want in the next 18 months to have 50,000 families subscribing with us. I really think this is a killer idea. Thank you very much, and please, questions.